Okay, we're back with another episode. Let me just move some of this stuff. And we are going to assess the newest version. Patch 9.17 of your map. Give me my tablet. Oh. Alright, let's go. We're also using Yugen because that was requested. Move that cord away. Alright, let's go. Wait, alright, so there's a couple things that I want to talk about first. So what I noticed from the last run through that I did was that most of the map really had, like, the shape and ideas are good. There's just a few things. I think timing, like, it's so good, but just a little bit sharper in some of the points. Or maybe I'm just bad at the game. But I feel like there is points in it where it's not perfect. But I'll just have to double check that now. Other than that, what are we looking at? We're looking at shaping, right? So there's a lot of things with shaping, which is pretty much just where you're putting the circles, which we can deal with. So if you watch Pishy Fat videos, but he talks a lot about how lots of OSU maps have their general shape around all the things that you do. And if you look at a lot of farming maps or a lot of FC maps and farm maps that people play, all of the situations have like a basic shape where they're going clockwise or anti-clockwise in a series. So they might have single, slider up that way, and that's just the circle right there, which is like natural with someone that's using their pen or even their mouse, right? And that's what we want to try and do when we use jumps and lots of distance. We don't want to just randomly throw shit out there. So yes, it's got the distance, it's got the difficulty, it's got the height behind it, it's timed well with the music on when you make it difficult, except it looks like everything's gotten cool and you just splattered a bunch of notes on the screen. I think if we have a little bit more structure to it, which is what I can show us now, we can go well. So we'll just give it a shot and we'll just talk about some things now. I'm not sure why it's making that like noise with this skin. Maybe that's just a part of Yugen, but I like how you got rid of that triple. Hang on, I can't hear anything. Alright, might just turn that down. Actually, I'll turn it up and turn it down on OBS so it doesn't annoy you. Alright. Whoops. I can't go without seeing it. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. This is good. I know one of my friends said that the sliders were too repetitive. I think you shouldn't really have sliders going together, which is what you're doing well. See that there? You could probably, instead of doing a slider after a slider, do a slider, then two singles, then slider. I like how you've got the square. Although, I still think there's too much space. And when the bass is going, it's keeping the flow of the rhythm. And what's happening here is there's so much space going through that you're leaving through with the map. Again, what I was saying in the previous episode, and I said, imagine that they've got, what's it called? ADHD, right? Means that they need stuff. They get bored very quickly. They can't focus. So they need a ton of stuff coming at them. When the song goes super, super quiet in contrast to the other bits of the song, that's when you want to leave space. Or how when the bass here, because it's very, bouncy, it's very staccato, you can leave gaps. But when the bass is going, when it's fluid and legato, the map should also be quite legato. Which means sliders and more frequent singles. Like you can even go into quavers with singles. Alright, here we are. Everything's going in different directions. See how these sliders aren't, like, they don't complement each other. Alright, we'll stop it there. So what we're really looking at is, we could have a slider come up through here. Oh god. We could have a slider come up through here, and then like single, then like a slider back here, and that's got that basic curve here, and then you might have a curve that comes around there, and then one that's like here, and then there, and then you have a stream that sort of builds it in, so maybe it curves around here into a slider, and then, you know, you can go backwards sometimes, but what you want to do is you want to make it feel nice on the wrist, and that's, if we go to some, if we go to some FC maps, I don't know, what's a really good one to show? Alright, this one's decent, I think. We'll see how a lot of the things complement each other. Okay, there's just a bunch of jumps here. Just get to the chorus and then it should... See, that was a little curve? See how that was a curve? A lot of it feels nice on the wrist because it's got that basic direction and nothing sort of anti-complementing. See how I can sort of just go round in circles? And then I'm swapping the circle, right? So I'm pretty much just going like, you know, it might not exactly be a circle, but it's sort of, it's really complementing it, and my cursor's pretty much doing that the whole time. Like if I had a hand camera, you just see this the whole time. Or sorry, the other way. Yeah, that's it. It's reversed on the camera. You just see that the whole time, right? So if we go back to yours. So we need that spacing there, and that's also what you saw on the other maps. Actually, I'll show that on the other maps as well. I'll just use the first one. This one's easy. See how this starts like really chill? There's a lot of space. Right? You know, there's no real bass. Actually, this is probably a bad example. Oh no, it's fine. Alright, see now how there's a fluid bass, and I'm just being constantly entertained. See how I only used those gaps and nothing came up when the bass wasn't fluid. When it was real short staccato, not these tenutos that we're getting right now. See how I'm just getting, you know, and then there, when the bass stopped for a bit. Hang on, I'm probably gonna FC it. So we're just getting this constant entertainment as the bass comes through. The bass isn't as obvious in this song, but it's just being given. And how it slows down here. So that's the shaping that you've got. I really like how you've got that. Like the difficulty got a lot easier when the song got chill. And here in that sort of before the 1-2s, it's chill. My accuracy is so bad. But pretty much see, and now in the hype bit it gets really difficult, right? Okay, I just FC'd it. Wait, hang on. And then like at the end where it's really chill, it's like that, right? It's probably really bad axe and not worth anything. It's only 95, rip. What's that like? Not even 200 pp. So pretty much what yours needs is it needs that, because this has a really obvious bass, so you can feel it even worse when there's nothing happening. See how there's so much space here, and the bass, like, the bass should never be going. The bass should just never be going while I'm not doing anything. I need constant like, I'm just going to say entertainment. But other than that, I think the shaping here is good. We'll get to the chorus again and we'll check it out. Whoops. This is good. See, here, you've done it pretty well. See, there's a bit of space there, but the bass also took a space. So that's good. I really like this rhythm. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. I think that's probably the best part of this map. That's excellently executed. Like how, you know, in the chill part, like before it, you know, it gets more chill. But here it's just too random, I think. Although the idea is good. The spacing, the short sliders. I like this. I like the stream. I reckon it can be a more compact stream that actually goes somewhere into the next set of singles. I think that last slider there, how it just like stops with the, or that last stream there, stops before that next slider. I think it should stop on the next slider. And you should have one more in that stream that sort of goes with it, and there's waits for quite a while before the end there, but that's fine. I think with that stream, as it comes over, and then you add one more note so it brings right into the slider there. Other than that, I really, really like what you've done with the pre-chorus. That is actually epic. With the spacing, I think you can add a few more notes in it, make it a little, fun to play. Because really, what you want to do in an OSU map is you want to bring a journey to your viewers, right? Or to the players. They're almost your audience, right? You might feel like they're playing the map, but they are your audience. Pardon me. As they play it, right? So we want to make sure that we entertain them and that we keep things going. We bring that journey, and as the song changes a little bit, the map changes as well, and we just keep them up with that. I like to see what you do with that. Again, I'm not going to tell you exactly how to do that. This is just my ideas. And how I compare it to the maps that I see at the high level, and what I see in yours is just like, it's missing a bit. What it's got is really, really cool. It's just missing a bit of shape, and that entertainment, that constant flow of notes where the bass is constantly flowing, I think is what you need. Other than that, excellent work. You've really improved since the last one, and yeah, we'll be back with another episode later.